Welcome to Daily News Dose, your daily fix of politics. Germany stalls EU climate package over CO2 limits for trucks. The EU has proposed a set of measures to reduce greenhouse gas emissions by 55% by 2030, compared to 1990 levels. The package includes new CO2 standards for cars, vans, trucks and buses. Germany failed to agree on a common position on the CO2 limits for trucks on Wednesday, delaying the vote in Brussels. According to government sources, Transport Minister Volker Wissing, FDP, unexpectedly opposed the deal, which was already agreed in January with Germany's consent. Wissing wants to allow the use of climate-neutral synthetic fuels, e-fuels, to count towards the CO2 reduction targets. This could undermine the shift to zero-emission vehicles, such as electric or hydrogen-powered trucks. Germany's move could jeopardize the EU's climate package, as it could create a blocking minority with Italy and some Eastern European countries. The truck industry and environmental groups criticized Wissing for sabotaging the agreement and eroding public trust. FDP blocks EU law on supply chain standards, sparks outrage from SPD and Greens. The law aims to prevent products made by child labor, forced labor, or environmental damage from entering the European market. It would require companies to monitor and report on their global supply chains. The FDP rejects the law as a bureaucratic burden that would harm Germany's competitiveness and not improve the human rights and ecological situation. The party announces its veto in a letter to business associations, just before the final vote of the EU countries. The SPD and Greens accuse the FDP of ideological obstruction and showboating. They say the FDP damages Germany's reputation as a reliable partner and undermines a proposal that Germany itself initiated. They also point out the benefits of the law for workers, consumers, and the environment. The fate of the law now depends on other EU countries, especially Italy, which has a populist government. The law needs a qualified majority of votes to pass. Merz faces backlash for proposing Black-Green coalition. CDU leader Friedrich Merz suggests a possible coalition with the Greens after the next federal election in 2025. If the FDP is not enough for a majority, he cites the example of Hesse, where the CDU negotiated with both the SPD and the Greens. CSU General Secretary Martin Huber and JU Chairman Johannes Winkel reject the idea of a Black-Green coalition, accusing the Greens of ideological patronization and green zeitgeist. They say the CDU needs a policy change from the current traffic light government of SPD, Greens, and FDP. Tarek Al-Wazir, a Green politician from Hesse who governed with the CDU until the recent change of power, welcomes Merz's change of course, saying he had previously declared the Greens as the main enemy. He says Democrats need to be able to talk and compromise with each other, especially in times of extremist threats. Winfried Kretschmann, the Green Minister-President of Baden-Württemberg, where a Green-Black coalition has been ruling since 2016, sees great chances for a Black-Green coalition at the federal level. He argues that the combination of ecology and economy is needed. Selfie gone viral, how Habeck and Lindner became internet memes. Vice-Chancellor Robert Habeck, Greens, posted a selfie with Finance Minister Christian Lindner, FDP, on Instagram, showing them smiling together after agreeing on more investments for the startup scene. Users quickly made fun of the selfie and created memes, humorous photo edits. Some commented that the selfie was a steep template for The Hute Show, a satirical TV program. Others added captions like "feel cute, might delete later," or "the last thing you see before your country goes down the drain." The selfie was meant to communicate harmony and unity in the Ampel coalition, which has been plagued by public disputes and disagreements, especially between Habeck and Lindner. Habeck admitted that the public quarrel was damaging the Ampel and democracy. The selfie reminded some of a similar photo from the early phase of the coalition negotiations, when Habeck and Lindner posed with Annalena Baerbock, Greens, and Volker Wissing, FDP. That photo also went viral and became the basis of many memes. Subscribe to the Daily News Dose channel to not miss any news update anymore.